Okay, recording is on. So I was thinking of maybe using the long band tonight, and we're going to work on abs and quite a bit of glute work. We do quite a bit of side work today and inner thigh work when we do, our side work. I could try some other inner thigh work, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd say mainly abs and glutes, and just with the warm up I kind of will suck it and see what feels right, because earlier it was a bit warm, wasn't it? So I thought I didn't want to do too much of a kind of marching warm up, but it's cooled down a little bit. So if everyone's ready to go, then yeah, we'll get started. Lots of people in tonight, so that's all looking good. So we just take the feet from side to side. I did something today called Urban Rebound, which is on these little trampettes. First time I've ever done it. Did it at Rivers today at Droitwich, and it was really good actually. Really nice class, really lovely instructor. So it's just something different, isn't it? Working the cardiovascular system and a bit of weights as well. But yeah, it was hard work. So let's think about what we can do next. We're going to take the arms out to the side, and we're just going to bring them in and then stretch. So bring them in and then so you're going to feel a bit of a stretch into the chest while you're doing a little bit of a side step. If you find that's too much to do two in one, then just do the top half and keep your feet still. And then after this one, bring the arms down, and just going to take 1 foot forward. So we're going to do a tap with the toe, and then just think about bringing the elbow forwards. So we're working into the shoulders a little bit, starting to mobilise them. And after this one, we're going to bring the arms back down. We're going to take the feet wide, and we're going to do some stretching. So we're going to bend one knee and then come across and bend the other. So we're going to push the bottom behind you slightly and look forwards. I can feel my socks moving too much. And you're going to do 2 stretches on one knee and then stretch. And we're getting a good stretch in the inner thigh area while we do this. Last one, and keep the feet quite wide but come up. Then we're going to just bend the knees and come back up again. So see how that feels. Just get your position that feels comfortable for you. And then what you can do, if you want, you could do a bit of arm work, however that works for you. After this one, what we'll do, straighten those legs, and we'll do a few circles again with the knee bend. Sweep down. We're going to change direction, sweep, stretch up. Last one. Excellent. Okay, now bring the legs in and just readjust your socks if you need to. Okay, next thing, we're going to just take one foot across. Let's stay on one side rather than go across. So we're going to stay on that one side, take it back, pat the foot if you can. So you're going to feel that here in your bottom. A little bit of a crunch into your abs as well. So it's all good. See if you can balance as you bring that foot up. Slow it down a bit. Good for your balance. Last one on this side. Bring the feet in for a second. Take it to, ooh, I'm trying to work out now. Okay, yes, to the other side. Isn't that funny? Can you feel that crunch as well into the abs? Last one. Okay, lovely. Let's just squeeze those shoulders. Then we'll take the arms out in front. We've got our little twist behind, keeping your hips facing forwards. Can you feel a little bit of a stretch into the side, around the ab area? And finish off on that one. Bring the arms down and roll each shoulder. Good. And then what you could do is take the hands behind and just stretch. Get into your chest stretch. And release it. That's good. Next thing, we'll just take, let's do a little bit of balance work. So if you want the wall, oh, if you want the wall, then you can use it. So just take the arm, the leg from side to side to do a little bit of dynamic stretching. Work on your balance. Good, okay, let's change it. I'm just going to change it to the other side. Last one, and bring the feet down. Next thing, we could use the weights for this, or for these exercises. You can see what works, what weights, depending on what you've got. So we're going to, let's think about this. I think we'll take the arms out in front so the elbows are facing forwards. You're going to stretch up and then come down together. So stretch up. And then what you can do is, if you want to, you can do a lift off the heels as you stretch up. So breathing in, breathing out. And just leave the feet where they are now. Oops, just this. And then just bring the arms down. Then we're going to, you can do this with or without the weights. Roll the shoulder down, and we're going to squeeze and release. I like to do it without. We'll do it with the band in a minute. I knew there was a reason I wanted to use a long band. So yeah, we're using a long band today. Okay, after this one, let's take our long band. Get the elbows in towards your waist. Squeeze those shoulders back and down. And then I'm going to squeeze and release. So let's add just 2 pulses and come back in. So let's think about shoulder blades. It's quite distinct. You get the shoulder blades to squeeze in towards each other. So it's quite a subtle move. Don't over tighten it unless you want to work really hard. We do one more and release. And while we've got the band, we will put the band, foot over the band, and just stretch forward slightly. And then we're going to just squeeze up so the elbows come out to the side and bring it down. Last one, and then take it away. And then I'm thinking we'll do a bit of tricep work, and then we'll do a bit of a tricep stretch with this one. So triceps, you're going to lean forward, take the elbow behind, and then stretch away and bring it back in. Stretch is where you really target those tricep muscles. If you want to make it a bit harder, lean forward a little bit. Because if you do it too quick, you won't get the benefit from it. And the thing is, sometimes the weights just aren't quite heavy enough. We've got 2 more to do, and then we'll change over to the other side. When you're ready, leaning forward slightly, dig that elbow back, leave it in that position, and squeeze back behind you. So extend and contract. Okay, let's just do one more. And just let that come, or let the shoulders release. Then we'll just put the dumbbells down, and we'll take the long band back. We're going to start off with taking the arms out wide. You know that one where we kind of go forwards and then come back, and if you can do it, you can take the arms back slightly. Get that stretch in the shoulders and your chest. How's that going? Last one. And then we'll do, oh, that needs a bit of a shoulder squeeze, doesn't it? Squeeze and release. And then we do that one where we put the band in your hand, and then take it behind, hold on, and then squeeze up. So I find it's kind of working your triceps a little bit, but it also feels like a bit of a stretch. Let's pass it over, bring it down, change to the other side. We can find it. Stretch up. Good, you're doing well. Let's do one more. Bring that arm down. Okay. Let's just place the hand out of the way. Right, okay. Next we're going to do a little bit more kind of lower body work. So what we're going to do, we're going to crouch down a little bit, we're going to push the bottom behind you, get that bottom lip pushing behind, and then you're going to take the one foot out, bring it back in and back out again. And now we're just going to see if we can keep all the way into your supporting leg, and literally just tap there. And you'll gradually start to feel it really working into your glutes. Keep the rest of the body as still as possible. You can hardly tell that you're moving below the waist. And then when you're ready, we're going to just come back up. It's not the easiest of exercises, but it's quite a good one. And it raises the heart rate a bit as well, which is always good. So we're going to come back down. Next we're going to put the main weight into the other leg now. Push that bottom behind, and when you're ready, you're going to tap and come in to get good stable position in the supporting leg. Look forwards. One side's always going to be a bit easier. Let's finish on the next one. Stand up. Woo. And shake those legs. Then we'll do a bit more glute work. We're going to go back to the other side now and take the leg out to the side, and we're just going to squeeze and release. So squeezing out to the side just a little bit, because it's really just working into your glute medius muscle. And see if you can hold a nice upright position. Two more to do on this side. Bring it in. And a change over to the other side. So when you're ready, squeeze. How's that feeling? Hopefully not too bad. Bring this leg in when you're ready. Give yourselves a pat if you need to. Then we're going to try with the leg going behind. So you take one leg back ready, little lift up through the abdominals, hold that position and squeeze behind you. So it's just a little squeeze with a little bit of a lean forwards. And this targets the main glute area, the glute maximus generally. After this one, bring it in, walk it out, and we change it over to the other side. How's that going? Let's do one more and just walk it out. Okay, so we could do a little bit of waist work, and yeah, we'll start off with just the arms out in front. So we're going to put that little tuck in through from the belly button towards the spine. Holding that position, you're going to twist and pulse with one pulse. So twist, pulse, come back to the middle. Bend the knees slightly and keep the hips facing forwards. How's that going? Should we do one more on each side? So keeping the hips facing forwards. How does that feel? You either love it or hate it. And what we'll do a variation. So we'll take the band, long band, put it over the palms and just stretch out. So we come into our initial position, putting it in through the abdominals very slightly, and see if we can hold that. Knees are slightly bent. One more on each side. And then just release. Whew. That's the shoulders, isn't it? It really gets the shoulders. Okay, roll the shoulders. Right, I'm just going to put. And we're doing that stretch again where we take the hands behind. We can either just put your hands on your lower back and then squeeze the shoulders together, or you can take the hands, clasp. That's a funny word, isn't it? Clasp. I knew it wasn't right. Clasp them together. But not everyone can do it that way, so you might want to just do it like that. And again, bring it forwards, back, squeeze, and then come forwards so you've got a nice rounded back. And then release. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. Then with the feet, we're going to just spread the toes and just keep the toes lifted at the moment. We'll try and keep them spread. Now relax them. We're going to come up a couple of times, just lifting the heels. And after this one, coming back down, we're going to lift the toes again, spread them, and then just relax. Lovely. So I think what we'll do is we'll come down onto the mats, seated position, to await your next instructions. Take those off because they just get in the way. Right, so let's bring all of this down. And then bring this down. It's so bright, it's hard to see. Okay. That's okay, I'm going to just bring it down a bit more. Okay, let's go. Let's because I'm on a carpet, I probably don't need the extra mats, but I'm going to put it over the top. These mats are just getting, they're so old now, they're getting a little bit dry. And it's 11 years this year that I've been teaching Pilates. So I got them in that year, didn't I? 2014. They've done really well. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, let's start in crook position. So we're going to come down onto our back. And just readjust. So we're starting with breathing, and then just we want to press that back. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, press the back down into the mat and hold that. So you can breathe back out again when you're ready, but keep that pressure on the back, and then release everything. Because what we're trying to do is when we're in tabletop position, we're not so much as that, but especially when we're in that position and we're doing things like dead bug, we really need to keep that back imprinted. And if we can't, then you need to readjust. So it's just a good way of remembering. So take a breath in, bring that back down. So you couldn't pull anything out there. You couldn't pull out a piece of ribbon. And relax everything. And then what's quite nice to do is then you push down into the floor with the back, and then you squeeze the glutes to come up into a bridge position. You roll back down through the vertebrae, and then we just go all the way through and back up again. And roll back down through the vertebrae. We're then going to take one knee out to the side, let it relax there, and gently stretch that leg away, and then come back up and change it to the other side. And just feel the pelvis opening up. We're going to do one more on each side. And onto the other side. And stretch. And then I'm going to get you to put your feet together and then let the knees come out to the side, and just hold that position for a second or two. Turn the lights off. And then just let the legs stretch away. Then we're going to just go into our stretch on each side. You could use your little weights if you want to. The back stays slightly imprinted. Okay, last one on each side. Cat's trying to get from the kitchen into here. And all I can hear is scratching at the door. Okay, brilliant. And next thing, we're going to do single leg stretch. So let's bring one knee in. And then just, start with a single leg stretch. You can lift the head and shoulders if you want to. Last one. Bring both knees in. And then bring the feet down to the floor. So I'm going to do, excuse me, I'm going to concentrate on at work, more kind of deep. We'll start off with what they call the rectus abdominis, so the more outer abs, and then we'll go into the deep abs. So to concentrate on the rectus abdominis, we bring the hands behind. We do our sit-ups. Well, I don't like to do too many sit-ups. It's not great for people's necks. It's not really a very natural thing to do. But the back is imprinted, so we're going to make sure that's there already. And we're going to just lift and lower. So let's just find your sort of sweet spot, so what feels comfortable for you, but you want to contract the abs so the back pushes in a little bit more. I always like to breathe out as I lift up. She's very angry. She hasn't been fed yet. Okay, let's do one more. Then we're going to contract, go back up into that contracted position and just do little pulses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And come back down. And just bring the arms down just to loosen off the shoulders. And then just to take a break from that, I like to do different things. Let's bring the knees into your chest and think of like double leg stretch. So keeping the knees and feet together. We're going to stretch away. I'm going to lift into position. Keep that back imprinted. Really important if your head is down. Just a couple more. It's hard, isn't it? Hard work. Bring the knees into your chest. And bring the feet down to the floor. Next thing I'm going to suggest is, it's the Marmite one. You either love it or you hate it. So the legs come up We'll start off with cross legs. You can actually take your hands behind. There's not much to grab onto, but if you had heavy weights, you could. And you're going to lift the body off, or you can just take your hands down to the side. Oh, blimey. And you can bend your knees a bit more. But that's really targeting. I always feel it a bit in my lower back, so I'm always a little bit careful. I don't know if you feel the same. Okay, last one. Now just bring the knees in to your chest, and then just bring the feet down to the floor a second, because that's quite concentrated. It's actually quite, let's just do one knee hip roll, whatever it is, onto one side, and then bring the knees up, and then just gently over to the other side, just to kind of release everything off a bit. I always like to have a little break between each exercise. I don't like to keep going straight in, because it just really does hurt. I think it's just an age thing as well. Don't want to do too much. Okay, so we've done that. I'd like to now, let's go into our tabletop position. Again, keeping that back imprinted all of the time. And toe taps. So really concentrate on keeping this same position. If it gets too much for you, just come in. Because if you're doing it correctly, actually, you do feel it a lot more. And also, if your knees are quite close to forwards towards your chest, you're not really going to get the benefit. That's the word. And the thing is, as soon as your knees are in line with your hips, it makes it a lot harder. It makes it a lot harder to keep the back imprinted. And now bring the knees into your chest. What we're going to do next after this stretch is do our heel taps instead. So back is imprinted, bring the heel down. You don't have to bring the heel all the way down, of course. You might only want to go halfway, as long as you can keep the back imprinted. Last one. Are you finding it hard work? Or was it just me? Okay, bring the feet down to the floor. And what I want to do is do some dead bug, because the dead bug is going to really work the deep abdominal muscles, but I want to make sure we've got some time left to do side work. So we'll do dead bug, and then we'll come up and do side work. So instead of doing dead bug on the floor, as in the beginning, we're going straight into tabletop. Bring the arms up. Now back is imprinted. Really feel that, stay in that position, and then stretch. And only stretch as far as your back will stay imprinted. If it won't, then come up higher. And if it gets too much, take a quick rest, okay? I'm going to have a little look and see what's happening. You should be really feeling this. It shouldn't be easy. Okay, So last one on each side, and then what I'm going to get you to do is come, go into your stretch once you've finished, but you haven't quite finished, okay? Warning, warning, you're not quite finished. And then what we do is we go back into tabletop, and all we're going to do is we're going to hold it for about 5 seconds, the stretch. So start with your first stretch, one side, just hold, keep that back imprinted, and bring it in, just give yourself the rest. Ready to go? And come back in. So it's quite difficult, isn't it? And then bring the knees in. Okay, I might come back to that if we've got any time at the end, because we'll just probably come into quick just to do some stretches. I've just thought, I did a variation yesterday, which was quite good, but we'll see how much time we've got left. So let's do some side work, because otherwise we'll never get any of that done. So we'll do inner thigh work first. So I'm going to come down into, oh yeah, you might want your block or something. So you're going to bring that top knee up, the knees bent, stretch the arm, and I always put my little block underneath just to get a better position. So the bottom leg now is going to circle. Now I want a little stretch in your tummy, and I want you to kind of think, oh, I've got a little lift under my waist. And just flow with that circle. Relax the top shoulder. Lots of things to think of. And now we'll change the direction. Bring that leg down, have a quick rest. Now we'll flex the feet, foot as normal, and we're just going to come up, 2, 3, and down. So what you're going to do is come up, 2, 3 pulses, and then release it back down. And then you can just do this in your own time. One more to do. Brilliant. So that's all we're going to do for that. And then what we'll do is we'll change it around and we'll stretch that leg out. So we're going to circle the leg to begin with, and then what else should we do after that? I've got about 3 exercises here, but I don't know if I really want to do all of them. Little lift under the waist, so you're really stretching that leg away from you. Let's take it the other direction. Last one. I'll tell you what we'll do some clam work. So bring the knees together. And what we'd like to do is I'd like to do 1, 2, 3, bring the knees together, 1, 2, 3, bring it down, just a little squeeze, knees together, 1, 2, 3. Last one. Can you feel that? That's now that side over and done with. So feel free to come up when you're ready. So we've got 3 exercises on that side, haven't we? On each side. So let's come back down. Knee on the block, so it's inner thigh work first. And when you're ready, circle. There's a lovely breeze. And we're going to change direction. And then we're going to bring the leg down, flex the foot, so we're coming up, 2, 3, bring it back down, squeeze, 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 3, I don't know what that noise was. I think they're just about to be fed in the kitchen. Let's do one more to finish this exercise. Bring the leg down. Brilliant. And then coming into fan position. We've got our 1, 2, 3, and then lift, 2, 3. So squeeze your bottom and squeeze your bottom. Slightly different areas. This is going to be your last one. Didn't feel it so much that side. Give yourselves a pat. How are we doing? Okay, good. We have some time left to go back onto our backs to do some ab work. So we're going to go back into crook position, and then we're going to work back on dead bug. We're going to do something slightly different, which I tried yesterday. So, if you're ready to go, you're going to bring the legs back up into tabletop. Arms are up. What you're going to do is stay on the one side this time. So when you come out and come back in again, you stay on that same side. The rest of the body stays still. So get yourselves, so think about your backs imprinted. Let's do one more. Really quick release. And then go back. Let's try the other side. Keep that back down. We've got 2 more left to do. And then we're pretty much done. Brilliant, well done. Bring the knees into your chest. And just take the knees from side to side, just a little bit. Just to release the back. Whew. And then we're just going to lift the legs up. We're just going to take feet across, so you can lift up if you want to. Then bring the knees in and just rest. Bring the feet down one at a time, and we can do our glute stretch. So let's take the left knee today. Take the left foot onto the right thigh, and I draw it in, or at least encourage. I can't draw mine in on that side very well, but I can encourage the left knee away from me, and that's what we're looking for, that stretch, and doing that. And just start to bring back sort of your sense of your breath, and just start to relax that breath, and then release. Take it onto the other side, so right leg onto the left thigh, lift up if you can, if not, just encourage the knee away from you. And release. Let's just stretch the legs away, and then just point and flex, and then bend the knees, and we'll just take it into our hip rolls. So enjoy. We'll just do 2 on each side. Once you've done that, you're very welcome to just come up into seated position in whatever way you desire. And what we're doing is we'll just do a little bit of a inner thigh stretch. So if you're able to, just bring the feet together and encourage. So we're going to kind of, actually what makes it easier if you sit on something. So if you've got a block, it's just an easier position, because it helps your back stay a little bit more elongated and without it going into a rounded position. And then see if you can go into your inner thigh stretch, squeezing the shoulders down. And then bring the knees in. Just sit wherever you want to. We're going to take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And last one. And out. Perfect, well done. That was quite a good session. Big clap. That was a good session, wasn't it? I feel that we worked incredibly hard. Let's take that.